coming to worship with us today. We are in the midst of the Lord's presence. We're in the midst of the Lord's house, and He has given us many good things. Since we were last here, especially the privilege of gathering here. We want to welcome our guests to the house. We appreciate our grandson and his friend, Will and Jessica, being here. I appreciate all of those who come from other places to share how good God is to us. Communications that I need to share with you. First, the dear church family, on behalf of the Squadron football team, the Squadron Pride band, and Joyce and me, I'd like to thank you for all the wonderful meal and the words of inspiration by Brother Crum. The music performed by Mr. and Ms. Russell was a blessing as well. I'd also like to thank those who are responsible for the care packages you sent our primary teachers. Thank you so much for your care and concern, as well as the prayer you lift up on our behalf. Sincerely, Joseph Island, and we greatly acknowledge the receipt of this. Also, to Brother Leverette and the new Ebenezer church family, thank you so much for your prayers and support. We really appreciate your generosity in sending us the supplies. They're very useful in our classroom. Thanks again, and God bless you. This comes from Joyce Island and the second grade class. And then the kind that I like best are those that are made by hand. This comes from Ms. Bridget Worthington. Thank you so much for the gift of supplies for our class. We truly appreciate your help. Love, Ms. Bridget. And then all of the class to sign the card. I'll post it on the board outside, and I want you to look at it sometime in the next few days. And I'm sure there will be others, but on behalf of all that you did in supplying the necessary supplies for those that were asked for, I thank you, and I appreciate your efforts. We had 10 boxes full of supplies this past week, and as it has been said to us already, they were well received. We had a little bit left over because Cecilia was going to get to use in her own classroom somewhere else, even though she's not primary. We appreciate her also. But thank you so much for pitching in and working with this project. And thank you for having us see the football team and the band last week. Are there any announcements that you would share with us this morning? Anyone? I trust that you'll join us again this evening in discipleship training and the evening worship service. Wednesday evening in our midweek service at 7 o'clock. It's always a good experience in midweek. It gets us over the hump and prepares us for the remainder of the week. Any other words? Brother Clay would like to give us our Sunday school report.
Began to multiply. Then they multiplied exceedingly. give you this illustration on some of the picture. If one person took the time, 1 year's time, to lead one person to Christ and teach that person to lead another person to Christ, and that continued to happen over the next 32 years, at the end of that 32-year period, there would be no unsaved people in the world. There would be more people that it would have been witnessed to than on the face of the earth. Conversely, if you had a large crusade, so like a Billy Graham crusade, every night for the next 32 years, and 1,000 souls got saved each and every night. At the end of 32 years, they would be further behind than when they started. There would be less people saved in the world than there are now. The addition would be overtaken by the death toll and so on and so forth. Multiplication is much faster. So you can't make a difference if you just multiply yourself over and over to one person. So make that effort to, at some point this week, just think of that, just one person. 52 weeks, 365 days, one person. And get that person to do this to one person. And so on and so forth. What do you say? Of course, we know that not all are going to receive. It's not our job to decide who is going to receive. It's our job to present it. Let's go out there and get folks. Not so we can see numbers right, so we can see souls. Thank you. Happy birthday, Pastor.
Okay.